What's poppin', y'all? Welcome back to I Do It Myself. I'm Wayno. How y'all feeling? We got a lot to talk about today, a whole lot. But before we get there, you know what I'm saying? You know what you gotta do. Hit them subs, hit them likes, run up that hype. Like I said, we've reached over 70K, and we on that road to 100K, and we putting each foot in front of the other, laying each brick down to the next one. You feel me? We are grinding our way out. We gonna get there. With that being said, let's get to it, right? So Game. We covered Game a couple of weeks ago, maybe about a month ago on the channel with the whole, yo, tap in, get the hardest verse for me. A lot of people joked about Red Rose, White Ceiling, you know what I'm saying? Saying a bunch of that shit. Let's go back to that clip right quick.
Hey, check it out. All independent artists from around the world, I don't care where you from, DM the GOAT, get you a motherfucking murdered out verse, nigga. Alright? ASAP, not playing. Fuck with all them motherfucking weird ass blogs saying all these hating niggas with my name in their mouth saying every day, if you pay for a verse, that bitch getting murdered, you gonna get it back ASAP. And niggas be mad. Niggas don't want to see y'all independent artists. They don't want to see y'all come up. That's why niggas don't never reach down and grab niggas, up and coming artists and independent artists and do shit for them. Niggas want y'all to stay in the mud. You know what I'm saying? I was there. I've been an underground artist. I sold my motherfucking mixtape. I sold my demo. I slept in my car. I did everything I had to do to get on. So me, I'm looking out for independent artists, and I ain't gonna never stop that shit. These other niggas, they don't want to reach down and pull y'all out the mud. They want y'all to stay down there, my nigga. Niggas selfish, but me, I got you.
Game got a lot of flack for this. And then it was the conversation about how it was so many artists doing this. There was jokes about him losing the lawsuit and him having to pay it back, or saying that it was over for Game, that a lot of people, some people responded saying that they got verses from Game, and it was the same verse as somebody else that they knew. It's a lot of smut on Game name. But the thing about this shit is you gotta fight back. And there's numerous ways to fight back. Now, Game has had a very, very, very colorful career. You know what I'm saying? He done beef with everybody you could think of, from the whole entire Rockefeller, the whole entire G Unit, you know what I'm saying? Joe Button, anybody you could think of in rap. Game has probably had some sort of problem with them. Young Thug, Lil Durk, let's go on and on and on. That nigga done beef with generations, you hear me? Like he done beef with generations, literally, you know what I'm saying? Different eras of artists. If you go through the eras of artists from when he started up until now, he's had a problem with multiple people. And I like that. Reason why I like that is because Game is extremely competitive. Now, the thing about Game is this. I always used to say and had these arguments with people and say, yo, listen, if Game, maybe if he didn't name drop so much, or wasn't so many antics around him rapping, I feel like he would be ranked higher when it comes to being an artist. You feel me? And some people feel, it's all subjective. Art is subjective. Some people think that Game, even with the name dropping and some of the antics and all of that, that he is still, ranked amongst all them people. Now, of course, we seen last year when the battle happened, Game jumped out there, dissed Rick Ross because he dissed Drake. People was wondering why the hell Game would go against, why would he say anything in the defense of Drake when he's from Compton and Kendrick is from Compton? And then we seen the pop out and everybody was joking on Game about how he ain't there. And yo, what, he probably got denied entry. It was a lot of smut trying to be thrown on Game's name. I ain't gonna lie. That mixed with his career, because now the thing is this. He's at a point, Game is in his 40s, you know what I mean? He's at a point where the pace is a little slower as far as how active he is when it comes to music or just doing shit, period. His kids is getting older, he getting older, and I think his priorities change. But one of them priorities that has never changed for Game is motherfucking rapping. It's rapping. Now, right now, Game is going viral for this clip. He was on Club Shay. Game is on Club Shay. And he was asked, who's the best rapper from Compton and just the West Coast, period?
Best rapper from Compton?
I'm definitely the best rapper from Compton.
Definitely?
Definitely.
Who's the best rapper on the West Coast today?
Game.
Damn, that was quick.
Yeah, it ain't. That's it.
Ain't nobody getting at you?
Can't nobody out-rap me, man. And anybody that knows will know. Because people can't, even if you are, like, no one can do what I can do. Like, no one has my skill set. Because not only do I have the ability to wrap circles around people, I'm also with all the bullshit too, if it came down to that. So it's like I'm the best rapper in this town.
Damn, game. I mean, the OG, man. There's some OGs, some heavyweights. I mean, Cube, Snoop.
I love Cube, but Cube can't out-rap me. I love Cube. And by the way, the reason that Cube can't out-rap me is because I used Cube's legacy to help me sharpen.
Right.
I used Snoop's legacy to help me sharpen myself. I used Dr. Dre, NWA. So it's like those guys came before me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like Kobe, right? You know Kobe watched Mike growing up.
For sure,
right?
absolutely.
But
you see the way he walked, you see the way he chewed that gum, he got the wristband on his elbow.
now Mike, in Kobe's prime, Mike couldn't hold Kobe.
No.
But that's because he came before him and he done with it. Right. I'm not saying if I was in 1992 with Cube might be able to, go crazy.
Right.
But right now, like, nah, it's not a rapper on the West that's better than me.
Now, there's something that needs to be said, specifically about Shannon Sharp talking about rap music. In 2025, I know you unk and all of that and back in your time and back in your day, because I talk about back in my time and back in my day too. Why the hell is you bringing up Ice Cube as far as a debatable subject with Game? Don't get me wrong, Ice Cube is a motherfucking legend. Undisputable, a legend. Laid down the foundation for West Coast rap and hip hop, period. Part of one of the most legendary groups ever in NWA. Had great albums with Death Certificate. You know what I'm saying? Like, Ice Cube is a monument. It's a monument. Once you reach that status of being a monument, why is he even being brought up? And I love Snoop Dogg. But Snoop Dogg ain't never been in the conversation about being the better rapper. He's never been in that conversation. Now, when I heard Game say this, and I know a lot of y'all probably feel the same motherfucking way. Immediately, you say Compton, and the first thing to hear is Kendrick. Oh, that nigga ain't fucking with Kendrick. He ain't fucking with Kendrick. And then certain things rang out to me what Game said. My specific skill set, how I rap. Nobody can do what I do. Still, people like, Kendrick, you ain't never do a tour. All that shit is cool. But let me tell y'all something. Or let me ask y'all something. Have any of y'all listened to Every Movie Needs a Trailer, the Gangsta Girls from Game? I want to know, have y'all niggas taken the time, taken a moment from y'all busy schedules, y'all getting ready for Christmas and all that, y'all getting ready for New Year's, y'all buying y'all bottles right now to take to the club to make it look bigger than it actually is, pause. Have any of y'all niggas taken a moment to listen to Every Movie Needs a Trailer, produced entirely by Mike and Keys? Gangsta Grills with DJ Drama. See, today, I feel like a lot of us forgot about Game. Me included. I don't listen to Game's music all the time. I got a few playlists that he's on. When I tell y'all, when he said that quote about being the best from the West and all of that, yeah, antennas go up. But when you listen to this tape, I promise you, let's just talk about in totality right now. We've been getting a lot of great music. We've gotten Let God Sort Them Out by the Clips. We've gotten Alfredo 2. We gotten Life is Good. You know what I'm saying? Life is Beautiful with Larry June and 2 Chainz. We've gotten albums from Boldy James. We've gotten a lot of rap albums. A lot of good rapping, regardless to which shit is selling, somebody having a big record and none of that. We've been getting a lot of good rapping. I don't know if niggas is rapping like this. I don't know if niggas is rapping like this. And I'm talking about from the beats. Because keep in mind, right? We talking about Mike and Keys. Like, Mike and Keys are masters at what it is that they do. And when he says this, immediately, like I said, antennas go up because we already going to associate how he feels with what's going on in the past year. Oh, nigga, you was just, people, oh, nigga, you was just telling people you for a verse, you were giving it that. All right, cool. Oh, nigga, you just was talking about how you from Compton, you was defending Drake. All right, cool. Nigga, you wasn't at the pop out. Even cooler, because I ain't gonna lie, for Game to be who he is, representing Compton, I still think it's crazy that he wasn't there, but for obvious reasons. But when you listen to this tape, Caviar and Cartier, by the time he gets to Can I, and it's still, some questionable bars on there, he says, can I pray for y'all? Do it one time for my granny. Can y'all pray for me that my next album win a Grammy? Can I cheer for Dot? Because I knew one day he'd be great. Keep it 100. Tell y'all I still fuck with Drake. Now, here's the thing about this album. He calling himself the king of New York, the king of LA. I mean, honestly, none of that shit holds no weight no more. I don't even think people get bent out of shape about them songs or people stating those claims. That shit means nothing. But when I tell y'all that Game has come in the fourth quarter, and not only is this nigga talking heavy publicly with making these claims about being the best rapper from the West Coast, but he's backing it up with skill set and bars currently right now. Like, let's keep it 100. Currently right now. Don't sit here and play the regional shit about how I don't really care about West Coast politics and all that. I'm from down south. We like the see bitches shake ass and throw money. We don't care about lyrics. That is a lie. I don't give a fuck where you from, where you at. Everybody loves a great 16. Especially if you cut from the cloth of mixtapes and all that. If you was Jamie K Slays and DJ Clues and DJ Envy, the list goes on. If you like that type of rap that existed 20 years ago, that we used to get for free a lot of times, and what I mean by for free is we wasn't paying a subscription. We just had, our entry fee was $5 for the bootleg and $10 for the official for any of those tapes. If you cut from that, it's no way possible you hear this tape and say, that nigga's bugging. Now, also, stating a claim that you the best nigga in anything is controversial because it's always subjective, right? Now, don't get me wrong. I think Kendrick is one of the best rappers ever. You feel me? I think he's one of the best rappers ever. I think that he has a skill set and a knack for making records that is unmatched, that he is very distinctive. He does what he does and nobody provides what he provides. I do understand that what Game does, especially when he starts name dropping, like that's the only thing I've always been against Game with, like, oh man, here go another name drop. But excluding that, when you're talking about songs, America's Nightmare, Quarter Zips, what's the other joint? Chrome Hearts? Woo! That Chrome Hearts? Hold on, what's the joint with Mozzie? The shit with Mozzie, Blood Tears, yeah, So Contagious. Coast Guard is another one. Head of State, even the assassination of Candace Owens.
Other assassination news, I wanted to mention to you that The Game, who is a hip hop rapper, is releasing an album, and he has a song on his track list in this upcoming album that's entitled The Assassination of Candace Owens. I'm having like the best year ever or something. I don't know. Why The Game? Why has it got to be song number 13? What's going on? This better not be predictive programming, okay? We know how Hollywood gets down, okay? We're reading your books. Anyways, he was asked this exact question, why? And he gave an answer, and here's what The Game had to say.
So you got this new mixtape dropping, and then there's this like one track called The Assassination of Candace Owens.
Yeah.
Why that title?
Because recently I've been seeing like conspiracy theories and about Candace Owens from herself, self-admitted. She feels like people are conspiring her. So what it was is more so an assassination of the character. So I just used that because it was like current news, but it's not. The song is not about Candace.
Oh, okay. So it's just a little bit deeper than okay.
Yeah, I'm a rapper. We use metaphors, you know.
Okay, but aren't you? I mean, are you worried about Candace coming for you about this? I mean.
Yeah, no, I'm not. I'm not worried about Candace. But then again, you got to hear the song.
Okay, so she'll understand if she hears the song, maybe.
I mean, the thing is, she said that people were trying to assassinate her. So all I did was say it too. You know what I'm saying? So again, the song is not about her, but Candace Owens, man, she real smart, really intelligent woman. But if she comes for me, I mean, you know, it is what it is, man.
It is what it is. There's beef in these streets, okay? There's beef in these streets, and you better be scared because maybe I am coming for you, okay? I could be coming for you. I might drop a whole album. I might drop a whole mixtape too, okay? Anyways, I think it is a form of flattery. Obviously, I'm friends with Ye, and he makes music, and they do use a lot of metaphors, so I'm not offended by this. Do I love the timing? Could I get a break for 6 months, maybe, and not have that title be there? Sure, but I'm totally okay with this. I think it's kind of cool. I actually kind of think it's cool. I hope the song lyrics are cool, and it's not a diss track. And it's not gonna be like Eminem crying about me on a whole album, but I look forward to the song. I hope you use also, feel free to use a little audio from the podcast. That would be cool. You could use a strip of me saying something. Everything is fake and gay would be super, super fly. Everything is fake and gay. Please put that in the song. That's my
Even that one. And that was a funny subject to see Candace, you know what I mean, respond to Game and state her claim about, yo, like, you know, just seeing how Game could galvanize a conversation around rap makes me excited. Now we got 3 more weeks left in this month. You got what's 21 Savage is dropping this Friday. Nas and Primo is dropping. You got Conway, you know what I mean, he's dropping. We gonna get some premium raps. Let's not get it twisted. The year's not over. We still gonna get some premium raps. But I would argue that after listening to this tape a few times, you can argue that that niggas ain't rapping like him. And I don't care where you from. I don't care where you from. You can definitely argue that niggas ain't rapping like him. Y'all let me know after y'all listen. No, this is how I do it myself. For the ones that rock with me, you know how we do. And for the ones that don't, you eventually will. And you know that if you ever run into a problem, you know what I'm saying, when you going through things, you might be moving around, shit might get a little wacky out here. You might feel a little, how could I say, like you slipping. And you slip and you fall and you hurt yourself. Yeah, I know exactly who to call. If you want to be the best rapper, you gotta have the best bars. Just like Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm. Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm. They gotten over $25 billion with more than 500,000 clients. And the results speak for themselves. A client in Pennsylvania got $29 million after being offered only $500,000. Another client in Florida got $20 million after being offered $0. Morgan & Morgan been fighting for the people for over 35 years. It's like hiring a legal army that's always going to ride for you. If you get injured by somebody else's negligence, then you deserve to be paid. Not all law firms is created equal. Hiring the wrong one could cost you. If you get injured, you could check out Morgan & Morgan. Their fee is free unless they win.